Hello all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Andrea.Taneile. Today is all about Marrakesh. Let's go. So, since I went to South Africa with my mother, my father felt some kind of way about staying at home with the construction work, with the renovation at the house. He was like, no, I need to get out of here. So it was time to leave mom at home and take my dad somewhere. So leaving South Africa and coming down to Marrakesh, we went over Veterans Day weekend. My dad is a veteran, retired Army over 20 plus years. So it was great to spend some time with him. And this is what we got up to while we went. Airlines are out of control with gas prices, and therefore tickets are way overpriced right now. So I'm going to give you the generalization of what our flight trip was for two people, round trip. So let's get to it, shall we? Morocco has a wide variety of accommodation for everyone's budget, ranging from $50 per night to even $1,500, depending on your preference, whether it be Riad or a modern hotel. I found my Riad on booking.com, but of course, there are other sites like Agoda, hotels.com, or the hotel's actual website. I chose to stay in a Riad because it is a traditional Moroccan home with all its lovely and unique features. The staff at Riad Rodaina was very accommodating and attended very specifically for your needs. You can arrange for car services to and from the airport or any other tourist destination, as well as book tours directly through them at the reception desk. Staying at the Riad feels like staying in someone's home, and it gives you the feel of these historical houses and how they operated back in the day. Great experience, and I really, if you are considering coming to Morocco, that you would choose to stay in a Riad. All right, guys, so we're situated and we're in the room now. I think I'm going to have a very nice, firm, hard sleep tonight. This bed is actually quite firm, but we'll see kind of how that goes. But it is actually quite nice. It's neat, it's clean, and the great thing about this, it's really cool in here because obviously Morocco is very hot. And the way that they have done these houses, these old riads, to keep all the cool in is like amazing with all this stonework that they have in here. And these windows right here open up onto the courtyard in front of the hotel, well, the riad. And it actually helps bring in more actual like light, which is fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and open up these windows because it's gonna make it brighter and even nicer in here, and it's gonna cool it down. Yes, all the rooms in here have like air conditioning, which is fine and all right, but sometimes just want that natural breeze to come in at night, and not bring in too many bugs. So we'll see how that goes. So this brings in, so great, right, yeah. You can just see down there, you can hear kids playing with the football or whatever they got going on down there. And then also what's great about this is the exact same window, and it goes and looks onto the pool area in the center of the Riad, which I think is actually great too. So this is going to be quite interesting. Yes, that. And if you go up those stairs, my dad's room is up there on them stairs right there. So it actually has quite a nice room. It's a little more girly in my opinion, but it's a nice room with a double bed too. But yeah. But the thing is, if you leave this thing on open in the middle of the night, you're going to hear whatever's going on in breakfast in the morning, and whoever's having tea and coffee and drinks for dinner at night if you're here. But yeah, so far this is nice, and I believe this is the air conditioning that you can use up here. But let's see how cool it'll get down here in the evening, because I think it's like, this is the second week of November. It's November 9th right now, and it's hot, y'all. It's like 80 degrees hot. It's Africa hot. So I love that the bathroom is open like this. You don't have to worry about the shower. Like, there's enough space, and the water is going to get down here on the bottom, which is great. You don't have to worry about sloshing around. So I'm excited to get into that tonight. So I am going to lay down for a few minutes, get all my stuff situated. We're going to have our first tour tomorrow. And we've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm super tired. And I just want to eat and go to sleep and just rejuvenate, because I've had a day. All right, y'all. See y'all in a little bit.
You can take photo videos, no problem. This is a Berber breakfast.
Berber breakfast.
Yeah. Okay. And tea? If you want tea with sugar or without sugar?
Without, please.
Without. And you order the same?
Yeah.
Without sugar, the same. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good job.
Side, which is the 3,600 meters higher. So here, as I said, we are in this valley called Asni. Asni is the main town for all the Atlas Mountains. Here, people, how they make money for a living, it's by agriculturing. They have a lot of agriculturing here, which is apple trees, apple and peach fruit. That's what they explore a lot to the big cities like Marrakesh, Casablanca, all around Morocco. And here also you can see again the irrigation systems to make all the lands really green. It's an irrigation will come all the way down from there.
The journey up to the Atlas Mountains is very scenic, and once you get up there, please be mindful that you are walking around a mountain with waterfalls and irrigation system. So please make sure that you wear appropriate shoes. There were so many people wearing flip-flops and sandals, and the pathways and the so-called bridges or planks or whatever were kind of not so stable in some areas. There were plenty of rocks, and people could really slip. It could be hazardous, so be safe when you're making the trek up there. Our tour guide was definitely commenting on tourists and their shoes and how they need to be more careful and make better decisions when they come. When you book this tour, it says that the Atlas Mountains is a good 2-hour drive from the city of Marrakesh. I didn't really feel it was a 2-hour ride, but it is definitely a good solid 45 minutes. Maybe it was longer than I thought, or I was just so intrigued with the scenery. But either way, you get to see the smaller villages leading up to the bigger villages, how everyone goes to the big markets up here and the schools that is in that one central major town. Our tour guide, or our tour company rather, had 2 tour guides. The main tour guide, which actually took us up to the mountains and told us about the lower regions of Marrakesh and the history and things like that. And then once we got to Atlas, we had a village guide that took us around who was very, very informative about the local region and told us a lot as well. We found this on viator.com, and I will link the actual tour company that we went with because they were absolutely excellent. And the tour guides in Morocco are official. They have to wear tags around their necks. They have to be registered. They wear a specific dress as well. So you'll definitely know who was a tour guide in Marrakesh. It is a very profitable and lucrative profession. They are everywhere and they are always willing to help out.
Wood locked. Has his own key locked as well. It possible. It puts here in this holes, you see?
Yeah.
That is a hand to pull or close. So from inside, we can do. Sorry, there is. No one will be able to come in. And we want to go outside. We used the metal stuffs this one, which means this when you looked outside of the and here is another style or another tradition wood door, and most of Morocco countrysides in the deserts or in the mountains, the houses or the construction building, it's completely different from the city building. when we talk about the houses over the mountains, we will find every single Berber house consists from three floors. First floor, it's for the animals. Second, it's for the locals. The third, it's for the guests. And the walls are always related to 80 centimeters or 50 centimeters rather than the blocks of the cements that consist from 15 centimeters. This kind of house is related to years and years ago, which means when there is no electricity to make a heating or air conditions for the houses, they use this kind of building covering with wood or bamboo for the roofs, and this kind of houses are very warm in winter and cold. The wall of the cements that's 12 years old, but we're talking about the irrigation system that's been spilled from the first local living in the Atlas Mountains. We have many irrigations, but there are two big main irrigations. This one where we are so far, and the one in the other side. So you will found or
those dirhams.
Consider the function of Marrakesh as a touristic city. Touristic city that receive different people from different nationalities that they gather within what you call it the main square. The main square nowadays it was considered as a World Heritage from the UNESCO. That's why why World Heritage from UNESCO? Because before it was a trading center for trading caravan. It exists Silk Road between India and China, Silk Road between some of them different, some of them North Carolina, I know one fraternity is living in Madison, Wisconsin, and he has his own and he's like 30, but he's coming from Berber origin. Berber people from different parts of the world, the big
see.
Which is colored by reed. There we bring part like this and we do what we call it fast food here. This is serving food, you can touch it,
hour tour of Marrakesh. As you can see, there is plenty to do inside the city as well as out in the lovely, beautiful oasis of the desert. If you like what you see, like and subscribe to the channel, comment in the section below. And if you'd like to see more, click on some videos I have posted just here. And until next time, bye-bye now.